It is often referred to as MS Paint or Microsoft Paint. It is a free graphics program available to users by default on computers with Windows operating systems. Paint, one of the most frequently used applications on Windows, is a simple and practical graphics editor with a variety of uses. With the tools in this application, you can quickly edit images or create amazing artwork. When you're done, you can save and share your files in almost any format. You will see that we go into more detail in the general introduction section, but for now, let's not waste time and start exploring the software's interface hands-on. To introduce the software step by step, we will open the Microsoft Paint application. For this, we type the name of the application in the Start menu. If you have already used it, open it by clicking on the brush painting palette icon that will appear in the menu when you type the first letters. When the Paint application opens, we are greeted with a simple interface and a white background. From the top right corner of the application, you have the resize, minimize, and close options available in almost every program. There are scroll bars that can move up and down, and right or left that help us navigate our canvas. The zoom in and zoom out slider at the bottom right allows us to zoom in and out of the image in percentage units. At the bottom left, in the status bar, our canvas size is given in the corresponding unit. In the far corner, there is an information section showing the coordinates of the mouse cursor in the corresponding unit. Our default unit is in pixels. When moving the mouse cursor on the canvas, you will instantly see the coordinates of the mouse cursor in pixels. Above is the title bar, where the current name of our study appears. In general, if we need to name the sections where the tools are located under the main menu tab, there is the toolbox with basic tools such as clipboard, drawing tools, pencil or razor brush. Right next to it are the shape tools and the size and thickness options of the selected tool, and finally our color palette and our panel for editing color properties. In the upper left corner is the File menu, which you can find in almost every program. The first lines of the File menu contain options such as open a new or existing image file, save work, save as. As you can see from the Save As option, almost all image recording file formats are available, including some of the most common ones. The menu continues with printer-related commands, printing and preview options. We can transfer image files from a scanner or camera. We can send the existing image file as an attachment to an email message, or set the existing image file as a desktop background. Under the File menu, there is an option to close the program and an About section, as well as options such as feature settings. Within the Image Properties setting, there is a section where you can specify the height and width of the canvas, that is the size of the canvas, and different options such as black and white or color, depending on the unit preferences. The resolution is normally 120 dpi. Preferably, we set the height in pixels to 1080 and the width in pixels to 1920. At the top left, there is a customizable quick access toolbar where the floppy disk option can be thought of as a shortcut to the Save option in the File menu. We can add or remove printer and other options from the quick access toolbar. The most commonly used ones are usually the Undo or Redo Last Action shortcut and the Save options. At the top is the title bar we mentioned earlier, which contains the current name of our work. In general, we have already mentioned the main menu tab, and before entering the View tab, we make a small change to our canvas with the Pen tool. Now let's examine the View tab in a little more detail. In addition to zooming in and out of the current image with the magnifying glass symbols, there are also options to zoom in 100%, that is, to full size. In the View section, we have commands to display the image full screen and as a thumbnail. In the Show or Hide section, options are available for displaying the status bar and grid lines as well as rulers. Preferably, we activate the rulers. Once we have maximized the zoom, a coordinate system where we can control pixel levels at an atomic level could provide more visual aids for navigation, as well as rulers that give us the sharpness of grid lines and pixel coordinate information from the status bar. The thumbnail window is a great tool, very useful, and essential for some jobs, which can be activated when our canvas is zoomed in and shows us the image not fully enlarged in a separate window. Once the thumbnail window is activated, we can define how much space it will display and position it freely by drag and drop. The thumbnail window closes automatically when my canvas is normal size or smaller than normal size. We will explain the benefits of grid lines and all the other tools in much more detail in our future tutorials. The image tools under the main menu tab allow us to perform many image manipulation operations such as cutting, selecting, and cropping on the whole image or on selected images. We can resize, rotate, orient, and more the entire canvas or a selected image fragment. In the brushes section, there are many brushes of different styles. We can change their thickness and many other properties, which we will explain in more detail later. We select the star from the shape section and create it on the canvas after determining the size as we want. If we wanted to, we could have prepared it in full color at the beginning, but this time we chose to color it with the bucket tool afterwards to show a different way. The Shapes section offers as many ready-made shapes, as well as many different shape creation tools. Rather than this tutorial, which aims to introduce the interface in general, we will provide detailed step-by-step tutorials for each of them separately in our future tutorials. The last section of the main menu tab has two separate color boxes, containing foreground and background colors, a color palette containing most of our colors, and a very detailed color editing panel that opens when we click next to it. When the color editing panel is opened as a window, there are settings and tools for creating and editing almost unlimited colors, which we can add to our color palette and artwork as we wish. For example, to show a simple example here, we have edited and custom defined a color with a pink tone, and we will import it into our palette to use it in our work. To try it immediately, we pour our color on the white area with the bucket tool and undo it with the undo hotkey combination Ctrl+Z. After replacing our second color with the special color we created, we create our rounded rectangular shapes filled with colors painted with different brush styles. We can view the full screen of our work from the View section we showed you earlier, or with the F11 key shortcut. To save our work, we can select the Save options from the File section, or the Save icon on the quick access bar. Apart from all this, if we exit without saving our modified file, the program will ask us if we want to save it as a warning, and at this stage, we can save and exit if we wish. When the Save screen opens, we can specify the file name, the location to save, and the file extension, that is the file type. We named our file New Paint v1, formatted it as PNG, and saved it on the desktop. So far, we have superficially explained the interface of MS Paint software. In the following lessons, we will show you the details of all these tools and their purpose one by one, step by step. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to receive notifications for new videos. See you again soon, and thanks for watching.